This is Hawk 1. Bright. Birdie, radio check.
Loud and clear, sir.
This marks the first field up of the illustrious Joint Space Command. Let's move out.
Mission area coordinates confirmed. Initiating jump.
All scan points will be displayed on your HUD. Just follow the screen.
Approaching mission area. Disengaging jump drive.
All units, fan out. Let's be home in time for dinner.
Please align your targeting reticle with the green marker. A green bar indicates a point of interest in that direction.
All units have reached the scanning point.
Very good. Undock your support craft and start scanning.
Undocking Kite 3. Stand by on heightened alert. Kite 3. Initiating scan.
All support craft have finished conducting their scan, sir.
All right, let's dock them and roll back.
Picking up increased kinetic activity at the enemy site.
Well, guess they finally noticed.
Thermal reading spiking. They're attacking.
Kite 3 damaged. All channels offline.
Detecting jump turbulence. No ID signals.
Multiple enemy craft exiting jump.
All units, intercept at your own discretion. Time to step it up. Well, that's that, I guess.
Detecting a large kinetic reading within enemy lines.
It's an asteroid. The enemy ejected an asteroid at us through the Excel gate.
Damn it! Hawk 1 to Garuda. We've got your enemy data, but as you can see, we've got big trouble. What's the plan?
This is Garuda. Threat confirmed. Hawk Featherwing, use your support craft to recharge and pursue the asteroid while awaiting further instruction.
Roger that, Garuda. Birdie, use my support pod to recharge. Man, I should have known they wouldn't let us ease into this gig.
And so the duty falls to us. We've assembled each nation's best and brightest at Earth Moon 1 and begun preparations for a joint space command.
Getting in front of this thing will be a royal pain. Birdie, you handle the front. Me and Bright will take care of the rear.
Really, Captain? You're gonna make him do your dirty work just because you don't feel like it?
Quiet. Captain's orders are captain's orders.
Ugh.
Spacetime turbulence detected.
Oh, is that who I think it is?
Failed to confirm ID signal. It is the enemy.
Crap. All units return fire. Don't die.
Spacetime turbulence detected. ID signal confirmed.
I was so glad they could find the time.
Howdy, MacPherson. Guess we kept you on ice.
Is that Alan Vergil I hear? Ha! You're lucky I left you some scraps.
Heads up, I'm carrying a heavy payload here. I need you to cover me.
Roger that, buddy. Bright, Birdie, eyes on Falcon 1.
Eagle 1 to Falcon 1. We've suppressed the enemy vessels.
Roger. Launching resonator shot. All units, get away from the target.
Impact imminent.
Oh yeah!
Falcon 1 to all units. The asteroid is smashed, but its fragments are still too large. Break formation and fire at will to demolish what's left. Over.
There are no remaining fragments capable of breaching the Earth's atmosphere.
Falcon 1 to all units. Mission complete. All units return to base.
Hawk 1 to all Hawk units. We're off.
Mission area coordinates confirmed. Time to jump.
Hey, Birdie. How's that fancy new AI module working for you? Even your support craft talks now.
That's right, Captain. Call me Maria. I'm Kite 3's AI module. They've even test outfitted me with an experimental emotion chip. I have my own feelings and personality. Let's be pals.
Greetings, Captain MacPherson. This is Edgar, Hawk 3's AI unit. Coinciding with Maria's arrival, I too have been test outfitted with an experimental emotion chip. Mine, however, has been configured to sound less comical.
Comical? Robbie, tell this tin can not to be so rude.
Sounds like you got a full house there, Robbie.
Captain, save the dumb jokes for later. We're coming up on the mission area.
Whoops. Sounds like those two aren't the only ones with emotion chips.
Captain.
All right. All Hawk Squadron units. Break formation as soon as we exit the jump. Attack any enemy ship surrounding the gate.
Arriving at the mission area, let's jump out.
Take care of that gate, Vergil.
Right, on it!
Good luck. The bad guys are escaping.
Eagle 1 to Garuda. I've destroyed the target. Remaining enemy units are retreating. Mission complete. Eagle 1 to Garuda. I've destroyed the target. Mission complete.
This is Garuda. Solid copy. Eagle Squadron and Hawk Plumewing, return at once. Hawk Featherwing, we've got word on your next mission.
Okay, no time to dilly-dally, folks. Right, Birdie, you heard her. Dock with your support craft. Hawk Featherwing, all units stand by for jump.
Mission area coordinates confirmed. Ready when you are.
All right, ready on our end, Garuda. Just say when.
Roger, I'll send the signal.
Hawk Plumewing, reporting in.
All right, soon as we jump out, all units focus on sweeping up the enemy. Time to put a dent in their plans.
Roger.
Roger.
Let's go!
Maria, please take heed. Your vessel is unarmed. Entering the combat area would be highly dangerous. I suggest you refrain.
I know that, jeez. Can't you take a joke?
I am, as of yet, unable to comprehend humor. Maria, I would like you to teach me.
Humor's not something you teach. Oh, we've arrived at the mission area!
Up and at 'em. I don't want to see any cold feet.
Try not to die!
No further enemy readings detected. I believe all craft have been destroyed. Do you concur, Maria?
No bad guys here. They've been completely annihilated.
What a bunch of amateurs.
Space-time turbulence detected. Failed to confirm ID signal. Holy crap! It's the bad guys!
Oh, we got a new batch.
Garuda to all units. Hawk Squadron's mean energy level just dropped below 50%. It is too dangerous to remain in combat. Please withdraw at once.
Aw, man. Where'd you guys learn how to fight? Well, them's the breaks. All units, back to base. On the double.
Roger.
Roger.
Okay.
Oh, the whole gang is here. Time to shut down the enemy's frontline base. Let's head out.
Initiating jump.
Sending us out there alone just 'cause we got the right ships. It doesn't pay to be nice, does it?
Now stop whining. Our ships are too big for this one.
The least you could do is send us some of your men.
Keep 'em coming, Captain. Jokes are great today.
We're at the mission area.
First, take out those enemy ships. All units, break and attack.
You show 'em.
Hawk 1 to Garuda. Just sunk their last battleship.
Roger. Hawk Squadron, please proceed to breach point. Eagle and Falcon Squadrons, continue attacking all enemy craft and keep their forces dispersed.
Hell yeah! Don't wait up if you're ready to head in. Vergil, Phil, we'll leave the cleanup to you guys.
Oh my god.
Whew! Guess this would be too tight for their ships.
I have verified the enemy's frontline base ahead. Please mind the gun turrets.
Hawk Squadron, all units engage.
The enemy is processing the asteroid's mineral components into energy and storing it within the central tower.
Got it. All units, attack that tower.
Detecting a series of strong readings originating from the center of the tower. It is dangerous.
Everybody out. Short jumps. Those research probes are unarmed. Let's andale.
Mission area confirmed. Let's jump.
Sounds like it's just a few fighters.
Piece of cake.
Maria, dear, we shouldn't let our guard down.
Yeah, arriving at the mission area.
This is Solar Probe Umbrella. Our shields are nearly sapped. Please send help.
Not good. Move it.
Bandits are on the run.
Thank you so much. I thought I was a goner.
Yeah, don't even mention it. All right, all units, stay in the mission area and stand by. Hawk Featherwing, dock with your support craft.
They were a little tougher this time, don't you think, Captain?
Were they? I can't say I noticed.
Just goes to show what an accomplished space ace you are, Captain.
Guess you don't gotta be human to kiss ass like one. Hell, I won't complain.
Turbulence detected. No ID signal. Something's jumping out. Dead ahead.
Bastards! Birdie, you take care of Bright.
Oh no! Brenda is caught in Venus's gravity well.
According to Hawk 2's AI unit, Ensign Bright has lost consciousness. Moreover, the ship's control system has sustained damage and is only barely maintaining stability.
This is bad. She's dropping too steep for a safe entry.
Judging by Hawk 2's angle of entry and remaining shield energy, the ship won't withstand 10 seconds of atmospheric friction.
Oh, we're out of time! What do we do?
There is one option, Maria. I'm sending something over now, for your consideration.
Huh? Edgar, I thought you didn't do jokes!
It is our only option.
You're right. It's this or else.
In recognition of our successful attack on the enemy's asteroid launch site and frontline base, the Joint Space Command have been dispatched to investigate.
Nearing Hawk 2.
A perfect interception.
Distance to Ensign Bright, 2 meters. Undocking Maria. The ship's temperature is rising. You must hurry.
I know! Ugh. Deploying assault field.
Ensign Birdie, keep her steady.
Brenny, you okay?
Aw, thanks, Maria. My neck is a bit sore.
That concerns me. You may have a cervical spine injury.
Thank you, Edgar, but I don't think you need to worry. And Rob, I don't even know what to say.
Oh, go on. Don't worry about him. What kind of man would he be if he gave up on you?
Mm-hmm. That's right, Maria. All in a day's work.
Captain?
Hey, Birdie. Way to make the rest of us look bad.
Hey, wait! Captain! What are you...
I was worried. So I came to check on you guys.
But your Feather 1 can't generate enough force to get off this planet. Now you're stuck here too.
Not to worry. They finished terraforming this planet about a year ago and now they're colonizing it. Do you know why?
I seem to remember they were trying to mine minerals.
Exactly. As luck would have it, they've got a mass driver set up on the equator. I guess for the sake of transporting resources as efficiently as possible. Here, check the data.
I see. This could launch us clear of the planet's atmosphere.
That's great. I had no idea.
Well, don't break out the champagne just yet.
Huh?
Before I descended, 2 big unidentified objects were launched off the moon towards the colony. I doubt they were housewarming gifts.
Meaning, if the mass driver is attacked and rendered non-operational, we won't be able to leave this planet after all.
Exactly right. If we let them destroy that mass driver, we'll be stuck sitting house for a long time.
Not good. We have multiple bogeys incoming.
Gotta hand it to them. They work fast. Maria, you take Bright and escape to the colony ASAP. Birdie, you and I get to play cleanup crew.
Alrighty. Catch you on the flip side.
Captain? Rob? Please take care.
All right, let's get to that mass driver on the double.
Captain, that combat encounter consumed much of this vessel's energy supply. I would like to restock with Kite 1, if I may.
You know, I'm glad you're all getting so much use out of my support craft.
Targets confirmed.
There they are, clear as day. Whoa, are they sticking out of the ocean?
So it would seem. They extend to the ocean floor.
We're gonna need some big tweezers to plug those things.
Confirming numerous flying objects in the vicinity of the enemy vessels. They appear to be releasing boarded aircraft.
All right, places everyone. Hell yeah, that's 1 down.
Something is odd.
What now?
The other vessel has followed suit.
They're headed for the mass driver. Chase him down.
Time to reach the mass driver is approximately 5 minutes 33 seconds.
And how do we stop him?
We would do well to impair their propulsion.
Oh, the engines. Birdie, aim for the engines and blow them sky high.
Less than 1 minute to arrival at the mass driver.
Hurry it up, Birdie. Otherwise, we'll be stranded here. Oh no, we're not gonna make it! Whew! That was one hell of a rush. Everybody awake now?
It would seem we won't be stranded after all.
Yep, you said it. All right, everybody. Noses up. It's hard keeping my cool this close to the surface.
I have detected 0 cool in your care, Captain.
Shut up. Hawk Squadron's all set. Eagle 1, Falcon 1. How's it looking on your end?
Good to go.
No issues here.
Well, shall we then?
Mission area coordinates confirmed. Initiating jump.
And once again, they expect Space Command to take down a whole base.
Same song, new day. What's holding up the fleet? They should be pretty close by now.
We're at the mission area. Jumping out.
Here goes. Stay close to the ground.
Enemy base confirmed. Straight ahead.
Well, might as well stop by since we're in the neighborhood. Hawk Squadron, full speed ahead. Let's start with those battleships.
There's about a gazillion of those gun turrets centered around the base. Be careful.
The central tower has opened fire.
All right, all units, focus on the tower.
The tower has begun to lean. It is dangerous.
Timber!
Are you kidding? Ah!
There's a hole where the tower was standing and, geez, get a load of this reading. Is that the enemy's energy supply?
So that's their game. They're stockpiling it underground. All right, Bright, Birdie, we're going in.
MacPherson, we need to perform a more thorough scan first.
Oh, what's the harm? If it feels wrong, we'll pull back. That's why we have assault fields on these babies. Huh? It's shut behind us. Watch it, Birdie. This ain't good. They've got some sort of...
The entry point has been sealed off by a bulkhead. The underground energy radiation also prevents us from reversing our vector. Furthermore, it is impossible to turn around at this location. Let us proceed forward for now. There is a large open space ahead. Obstruction incoming. Please reduce your speed. I detect a high concentration of energy here. It would appear this is where the conversion takes place. Destroy the energy converter's support struts. I will place markers on your display. All other locations have reinforced armor and are not susceptible to attack. Converter destroyed. Picking up a powerful reading. It is dangerous. Please evacuate. The bulkhead remains sealed. We have no choice. We must trust our assault field. Please maintain top speed. Bulkhead destroyed. We made it.
Birdie, you okay?
Captain, please order all units to withdraw. It is dangerous.
We know that. Me and Captain are the only ones still here.
Edgar, let's get the hell out of here.
Understood. Initiating jump drive.
Garuda to all units. We are currently evacuating all passengers off the container ship onto ours. Once complete, the container ship will vacate the area via autopilot. Until then, guard that ship at all costs.
The container ship is well armored, but were it to explode, the Garuda could itself sustain critical damage.
Yo, Birdie, glad you could join us. Listen, things will get ugly if we don't clear the area ASAP. Hop to it.
I'll be here looking after Garuda. Break a leg, Robbie!
Maria, no word of encouragement for me?
Break a circuit, Eddie!
What can I break, Maria?
Another leg?
What about me?
What am I, a parrot?
Can it?
There is fire on the container ship.
Not good. All units get away from Garuda on the double.
All enemy units destroyed. The container ship appears unharmed.
Whew. They had me sweating bullets. They've learned a thing or two about when to launch an attack.
I thought we were done for.
Hey now, where's your faith in the team? Didn't you trust us?
You just said you were sweating bullets.
Oh, right.
Garuda to all units. The UNSF's arrival is imminent. Mind the aftershock as they jump out. It's finally time to settle this conflict.
Right. All Hawk Squadron units assembled. Captain Vergil, Captain Feel, let's do this.
Ready to go?
All right.
Guess we'll be face to face with the enemy once we jump out, huh? Oh, man.
What, are you scared? Sounds like someone's going soft.
Stick it!
After 4 years of your BS, I can hardly remember life without it.
What's that supposed to mean? Am I so bad?
Yeah!
Oh, shucks.
Now arriving at the mission area. High heat signatures. It's an enemy attack.
Oh, man!
Oh, tell me they're kidding. All units, full speed ahead. Let's make them rue the day.
The UNSF say they've dispatched a recon ship. Guess I wasn't good enough for them.
It is a state-of-the-art ultra-speed assault craft. It possesses 3 times your mobility.
Uh-huh. And I'm dodging 3 times the lasers. How?
Garuda to all Hawk Squadron units. UNSF scouts have discovered the location of an enemy carrier ship. We need to route it and put a stop to any enemy reinforcements. Hawk Featherwing, redock with your support craft and proceed directly to the target. Hawk Plumewing, return to base and await new provisions.
Roger that. Ensign Bright, Ensign Birdie, dock up. Have you verified the mission area?
Sure have. Initiating jump.
The thing in the middle, right? Got it.
There's something different about that ship.
The armor plating on this enemy carrier appears much stronger than that of the other battleships.
But it still seems to have its weak spots.
They just had to make it complicated.
Turbulence detected. ID signal confirmed. It's Hawk Plume.
Sorry we're late. Connecting now.
Glad to have you with us.
There looks to be some kind of power reactor inside this carrier.
There's the Achilles heel.
Alas, it is guarded by a strong barrier. From my observations, this barrier seems to resemble our own assault fields.
We've got to find a way to break through. Whew! Nicely done, Birdie. Hawk 1 to Garuda. Ensign Birdie got in there and deep six that target.
This is Garuda. Understood. Draw back as soon as you can.
Roger that. Hawk Squadron. All units return.
Hold on. Something's off here.
Huh?
Intense heat source detected within the Allied fleet. UNSF cruiser Ganesha has gone silent.
Excuse me? Hey, Garuda, what the hell's going on?
I don't know, but it's definitely an enemy attack.
I shall use all known sensor records to conduct an analysis. Records show that this was not an attack by the enemy fleet. There was a sudden, dramatic increase in thermal intensity within a specific concentrated area.
See how the heat is distributed in a conal shape? If you extend the central axis, it leads to... Huh? The sun!
The wavelength of the light emitted at the time of the reading matches that of our solar system's sunlight.
It's some sort of optical weapon. Damn it, another ship just went down. Don't waste time.
Roger that. Everyone ready? Let's roll.
Initiating jump.
There was a third blast just now. It is clear they intend to pick off each UNSF ship in turn.
Damn it, this is a massacre!
The graviton lens cannon activates at approximately 2-minute intervals. If we can destroy 6 of the slave units, we may be able to cease its operation.
There should also be a gravitational recoil each time it fires. Be careful.
All right, I'll hit the main apparatus. You guys destroy those slave units.
As with the enemy carrier, this apparatus possesses strong armor plating. However, there are some noticeably weaker areas.
Ignore that central unit. The shots will bounce right off.
Turbulence detected. ID signal verified.
Sorry we're late. Linking up with you now.
I shall forward all data analyzed by us so far.
So only the slave units are destructible. Delightful.
Could really use your help there.
The graviton lens cannon is activating. Watch out, Robbie.
Keep it together. Everyone, hold tight.
It's starting up.
6 of the slave units are destroyed. The enemy is no longer able to generate a gravitational field.
There's a beat-up enemy fighter drifting this way, Robbie. Can I scan it? Pretty please.
You are unarmed. It would be dangerous.
The thing's already here. It's not like it's gonna do anything. Come on, can I?
Guess we might learn something off it. Sure, I'll allow it. But make sure you back off at the first sign of trouble, Maria. You got that?
Oh, thanks for your permission, Captain Budinsky.
Listen up. I'm Birdie's commanding officer. Technically, I'm your precious Robbie's superior. So, I get a say.
Technically, that is valid.
Technically. You see what I deal with here?
Emergency. 6 objects have detached from the main apparatus. Their form factor bears a strong resemblance to the slave units, suggesting these are spares.
Oh, don't say that.
Furthermore, judging from the angle of the main apparatus, the next target is most likely Garuda.
What? How long until the next discharge?
Recalculating based on the number of slave units, I estimate approximately 2 minutes 25 seconds.
Oh god, this is seriously not good!
I have an addendum. The main apparatus is weaker in places where the slave units were adjoined.
So if we focus our attack on those...
You are most likely to breach the armor.
Ha! Hell yeah! Phil, you handle the slave units. We'll attack the main rig.
Now they shouldn't be able to generate a gravitational field.
Ah, hell yeah! Now let's finish the job!
Internal temperature of the graviton lens cannon is rising. Structure may collapse.
All units, pull back and make it quick!
Docking complete. I have uploaded all acquired data to our central database.
It's time we head back for now. Space-time turbulence? No ID signals, but they're jumping out at close range. This is just like when they got Brenda.
It is dangerous. We must undock.
Sealing valves! Undocking! Ah!
Emergency. Main circuit shut down. Central line disrupted. I cannot move. Maria, how are you?
They barely touched me. I can move. Hurry, Eddie, they're coming back!
I know. I'm searching for a bypass line to the emergency backup circuit. It is dangerous.
Not on my watch!
Maria! Oh my goodness.
Oh, dang. I'm not much use like this.
Emergency circuit activated. Condition restored. Maria, we're going to put out that fire.
No! Don't you dare come near me! The aeration valve is on fire. It can blow at any moment!
Maria!
No, it's too late for me, Edgar. Give my best to Robbie, okay? Times like this, I almost wish I'd never felt at all. Sorry, Robbie. I'm scared.
Maria! Maria! What have they done? Ensign! I lack trigger access authority. Please fire. They are still alive. They can still fly. Maria! Maria, that was for you.
Anyone call for a suicide squad?
This is it. The fate of the entire human race is on us now.
Defeating this enemy would also prove fitting to honor Maria's passing.
Huh. Glad you feel that way, Edgar. Let's roll.
I don't see anything. Is it really here?
My sensors detect the presence of a cloaking shield.
All units, assault fields up. We're going in. Yeah! I knew it would be big, but damn!
I can't believe this machine can travel between dimensions.
I have identified a number of structures that act as entry points. I shall reveal the nearest one on your display.
All right, headed there now.
I have found no readings other than these entry points. I shall have Kite 1 and Kite 2 scan the device's internal structure further.
Awful quiet round these parts.
Yeah. Is this it?
We are nearing the entry point. I have picked up a fairly weak signal from within.
Time to infiltrate. Keep it moving. Oh! Watch it! Tight fit ahead! I won't lie. That gave me a start.
Our support craft scans indicate that the interior of the structure comprises multiple tiers. These vertical columns are also emitting strong reactions, inhibiting further scanning. They must be energy conduits.
Okay, I guess we'll start with those. All pilots, commence attack. Let's get rowdy. What happened?
I collided with one of the structures. It knocked out my homing ray.
Okay, Bright. You head back up and guard the support pods.
No, I'm okay. I can still fight.
This is an order from your captain and the commander.
Okay. Please be careful, both of you.
Destroying those conduits cleared up my sensor readings. I have since located an entrance leading to the next tier down. I shall add it to your display.
All right, let's go, Birdie. Ah! Damn it, they have gun turrets!
Once again, these columns are impeding my ability to collect any other data.
Just how deep is this thing? Ugh! Damn it! Took a bad hit. I think I've got an energy leak, too.
Captain MacPherson, are you all right?
I'm fine, but I'd better pull back before I run out of juice. I'm sorry, Birdie. You've got to go solo from here on out. If you get into trouble, pull out ASAP, you hear? That's an order.
I have found the entrance to the next tier down. The entrance is guarded with weaponry. Please take care. This is a decoy entrance. Let us have another read. Another decoy. This seems to be the real entrance. The exit is sealed. Please destroy it. Yet again, the columns are preventing an accurate scan. I have located the next entrance. It is heavily guarded. Please take care. Picking up a tremendous reading ahead. It's some manner of concentrated energy. It looks like a power reactor. It generates a shield from the surrounding walls to protect the core. The shield protecting the reactor core is down. Core destroyed. Meltdown imminent. It is highly dangerous. Let us evacuate. Heat signature surrounding the reactor core is expanding. Estimated time to the surface is 2 minutes 15 seconds. The interdimensional vessel's physical integrity is breaking down rapidly. Collapse imminent. Please make haste. We don't have time to jump. Diverting all energy to the assault field.
What happened?
I collided with one of the structures. It knocked out my homing ray.
Okay, Bright. You head back up and guard the support pods.
No, I'm okay. I can still fight.
This is an order from your captain and the commander.
Garuda to all Featherwing units. The enemy has moved to consolidate its entire force on the far side of the sun. Looks like they're preparing another retreat.
Oh, hell yeah! We've got the upper hand. Now let's chase them down and seal the deal once and for all.
Well put. If we let them retreat now, they're sure to come back even stronger in another 2 years. Central Command agrees that now is the time to end this.
The final showdown. Oh boy.
We are to storm the enemy rally point with all combat-capable vessels. All units, regroup on base.
Roger that. Heading over.
Hold on, I've just breached the enemy mainframe. I think I could run an analysis.
Are you serious? Do you realize we couldn't get a beat on these guys for 4 years straight? Hey, Birdie, you hang back until she's finished.
You mean we're just leaving him? Here?
You hurry back to us when she's done. See you then.
Maria, how goes your analysis?
Oh, it's going all right. You're not going to believe this. I'm sending this data your way, okay? Let's look it over together.
That would be most efficient. A surprisingly sharp suggestion coming from you.
Why are you like this? Okay. First, let's talk about what these guys actually are. I guess you could say they're not so much extraterrestrial as extra-dimensional. They're a single organism made up of numerous battleships and fighter craft. The remarkable thing is that they share a collective consciousness. You might even call this a hive mind. It's not centralized in any one place. Rather, it's spread uniformly across the entire fleet.
Most importantly, we now know their goal. Evolution. For whatever reason, the enemy has no clear concept of adaptation. In other words, they cannot evolve on their own. They can accurately imitate, but are unable to critically apply or develop those mimic principles. Instead, they enhance their own civilization by absorbing and assimilating others.
This is why they come back stronger with each subsequent contact. The initial contact is only so they can absorb the target civilization, at which point they retreat. They consolidate this with the other civilizations they have absorbed to date, and then they destroy the target upon the next contact. For all they lack in adaptability, they learn like sponges. Anywho, I bet you're wondering why we haven't been wiped out by these guys yet. It would seem that it's quite rare for a single planet to have multiple opposing civilizations. They're dumbfounded by this.
Which stands to reason. The pattern that's held true for them so far suddenly doesn't apply. Since they're incapable of adaptation, there's no greater threat to them than an invalid protocol. It seems our own infighting has stalled their evolution considerably.
You're probably also wondering how they got here. Well, it would seem they have themselves an interdimensional vessel. Only the technology is so old, even they don't remember how they got it. It doesn't seem to be stolen tech from some other civilization. At least as far as our enemy is aware, it's existed since the very beginning.
We've also determined why they appear at 2-year intervals, and why they don't engage in long-term warfare. In the enemy's native dimension, there are dimensional waves that have their own tidal frequency. At high tide, they can use their interdimensional vessel to travel between dimensions. As it happens, the frequency of this tidal cycle is, in our terms, precisely 2 years, with high tide persisting for approximately 60 days. The enemy can only occupy an alien dimension during this period and must retreat within the 60 days.
Now consider this. Only 32 days have passed since the start of our current contact with the enemy. Know what that means?
Correct. The enemy has sparked their retreat in the truest sense. They've lost more than a third of their entire fleet, and now their cognitive function is starting to fail.
Oh man, you stole my punchline! Wait, hang on a sec. Oh no!
Function has ceased, or perhaps deceased is more appropriate.
Drats! I was hoping I'd nab just a teeny bit more data. Still, that's why we hadn't been able to learn anything about the enemy beyond its basic structure. Remember how we thought it had a self-bricking mechanism? Well, it simply cut the old ships off from its collective consciousness. Its memory is shared across the entire fleet, so examining a single vessel was never going to teach us anything.
Now then, Maria. There's no reason for us to linger here any longer. You should come back now.
I guess you're right. Docking now. You know, I can't help but feel bad for this ship.
Garuda to all Feather Wing units. The enemy has moved to consolidate its entire force on the far side of the sun. Looks like they're preparing another retreat.
Oh, hell yeah! We've got the upper hand. Now let's chase them down and seal the deal once and for all.
I wish we could, but we've sustained heavy damage on our side from their graviton lens cannon. Though it pains me to give the order, we must also retreat. Return to base right away.
How could this happen? Our one chance to nail down the coffin and we don't have a hammer? They'll be back, and stronger than ever.
Well, maybe they'll just forget.
Guess we'll just kill some time then.
Maria, we are requested back at base. Please return.
Oh, I was this close to breaching the mainframe.
Maria, sweetie, we're gonna leave you here.
Hold on, wait up.
Garuda to Hawk 3! Garuda to Hawk 3! Ensign Birdie, do you read? Ensign Robert Birdie!
Hawk 3. This is Hawk 3. This is Hawk 3.
Ensign Birdie, is that you?
This is Hawk 3.
This is Hawk 3. I can hear you.
Am I speaking with the AI unit? Edgar, is Ensign Birdie all right?
Ensign Birdie lost consciousness, but is otherwise unharmed.
Thank goodness. I'd confirmed your ship's presence, but wasn't receiving any response.
I beg your pardon. Until a moment ago, I myself was frozen. There appears to be an issue with my vocal circuit. Allow me to recalibrate.
Hey, Edgar! Are you alright?
Captain MacPherson, it is a relief to hear you are safe.
You just earned your paycheck, Edgar. Let's get you back home.
In order to protect this ship from the interdimensional vessel's blast, I had to overload the assault field generator. Consequently, we have exhausted our energy supply, rendering us immobile.
Not to worry. Rescue has been en route since the moment we pinned your location. Should be there any second now.
Ah, that must be Ensign Bright.
Nope, I'm right here.
Oh, then who could it be?
Don't be surprised now. Remember the enemy fighter you ripped all that data from? The crew we dispatched to retrieve it caught something very interesting.
There was a signal pulse coming from one of those little 2mm LEDs.
That's right. Which meant her memory board was still intact. Now, shall we rendezvous?
I'll race you there, Captain.
It can't be. This ID signal.
Oh, Eddie, guess who?
4 years have passed since first contact. Earth, the third planet, fell under siege to an alien fleet the likes of which we'd never seen. The situation seemed dire, but to our surprise, the enemy were easily repelled, withdrawing at the first show of resistance and vanishing as swiftly as they'd appeared. Their technology had simply been no match for that of mankind. Considering the minimal damage done, there was perhaps a silver lining to the incident. The attack had unified us, bringing an end to eons of conflict over ethnic and religious divides. Afterward, we studied what we could from the wreckage of enemy ships, but there was precious little to be learned. The vessels had been outfitted with self-bricking mechanisms, making them all but impossible to examine. Then, 2 years later, there was a second contact. The identity of the alien menace remained a mystery, but this time, we were ready for them. Knowing another encounter was all but inevitable, we'd work together as one human race to make preparations to intercept and attack. Having only incurred minor damage in the previous clash, we'd assumed the enemy would be even easier to repel this time, but the alien invaders had another surprise for us. Their once outdated technology had evolved immensely in 2 years' time. It was now nearly on par with our own. Had we not undergone a technological revolution over those 2 years, they might have wiped us out then and there. Then, as the battle descended into chaos, the enemy vanished yet again. This time, however, we were able to track them. They had performed a series of space-time jumps, consolidating their forces at the edge of our solar system. Then, with a mysterious blast, disappeared altogether. Some theorized they'd recognized their imminent defeat and self-destructed, but ultimately, we determined it safest to assume they'd escaped, leaving open the possibility of a future encounter. Another 2 years passed, and now they've made contact for a third time. This time, certain facets of their technology have surpassed ours. This comes in spite of humanity's strengthened coordination and further technological advances since the last contact. We no longer have the assurance we once did, only questions. Why do they attack at 2-year intervals? Where did they come from? And who, or what, are they? The United Nations Space Force is Earth's first line of defense against alien invasion. We've concentrated our ranks along the orbital path of the 8th planet, Neptune. This was a predictive measure based on the enemy's previous appearances near Neptune's neighboring planets, Uranus, then Pluto. Unfortunately, with this third contact, the enemy have instead emerged slightly inward of the orbital path of the third planet from the Sun, Earth. They've since dispersed into multiple squadrons and spread across the inner solar system. To make matters worse, they've quickly managed to establish a position within attack range of the Earth and have begun pelting our home planet with asteroids. The UNSF are heading back as quickly as possible, but at this rate, the Earth will incur catastrophic damage before they ever arrive. The enemy is using an Excel gate to pelt the Earth with asteroids. The damage is extensive. A few more of these strikes and the environmental destruction alone will be catastrophic. Our hope is therefore to neutralize their base of operations quickly, but we don't have the intel we need. We need to dispatch a reconnaissance craft, but with the Space Command still in its preparatory stages, none have yet been deployed to our ranks. Instead, we'll conduct this recon operation using our support craft. All Feather 1 spacecraft are equipped with auxiliary mobile support pods. These are the most recon-capable vessels in our command. But as the name says, they were designed for support and are thus unmanned and unarmed. Their partner Feather 1 crafts will therefore accompany them on this mission. After the jump, all units will advance to the navigational point and conduct a scan. You are to undock from your support craft during this scan to ensure optimal response time, should any emergency arise. Once scanning is complete, redock with your support craft and withdraw. Best of luck. But as the name says, they were designed for support and are thus unmanned and unarmed. Their partner Feather One Crafts will therefore accompany them on this mission. After the jump, all units will advance to the navigational point and conduct a scan. You are to undock from your support craft during this scan to ensure optimal response time, should any emergency arise. Once scanning is complete, redock with your support craft and withdraw. Best of luck. The asteroid launched through the enemy's Excel gate is 300 meters in diameter. If it continues to plunge toward the Earth, the damage will be immeasurable. We are now loading Falcon 1 with a resonant frequency round. Once it's ready, we, along with Eagle Featherwing, will head to your position. Meanwhile, take note of the vernier thrusters attached to the asteroid for course correction. Destroy them before we arrive. Over and out. The data you scanned with your support pods has provided us with detailed intel on the enemy's asteroid launch site. Hawk and Eagle squadrons will carry out an attack on this site. It is imperative that we halt these asteroid strikes. We have just one target, the enemy Excel gate. Eagle Squadron will focus on destroying this target. Hawk Squadron, attack the battleships around the gate to dispel the enemy forces. Good luck. It is imperative that we halt these asteroid strikes. We have just one target, the enemy Excel gate. Eagle Squadron will focus on destroying this target. Hawk Squadron, attack the battleships around the gate to dispel the enemy forces. Good luck. Take a look at this asteroid belt between the orbital paths of Earth and Venus. Here we've discovered the supply site the enemy has been using to scavenge asteroids. They equip these asteroids with booster rockets, then guide them to the Excel gate. They've left a number of these boosters intact at the site, meaning there's still a threat of ongoing asteroid strikes, albeit at reduced efficiency. Your objective is to neutralize this supply point and completely cut off any potential for further strikes. Hawk Plumewing have resupplied and are standing by for jump. Please regroup before commencing the mission. Best of luck. Your objective is to neutralize this supply point and completely cut off any potential for further strikes. Hawk Plumewing have resupplied and are standing by for jump. Please regroup before commencing the mission. Best of luck. We've uncovered the enemy's frontline base of attack, located to the rear of the previous mission area. Now that they've lost the ability to carry out asteroid strikes, they'll likely use this base to launch a new attack on us. We will therefore make the first move. Our mission is to launch an all-out attack on the enemy's frontline base and eliminate the standing threat to Earth. The installation is built into the crevasse of a large asteroid, with numerous battleships deployed in the asteroid's perimeter. After arriving at the mission area, all squadrons will first launch an attack on these ships to thin out their ranks. Then, Hawk Squadron will infiltrate the asteroid by way of a short jump and neutralize the frontline base. Best of luck. The enemy has established their position along the interplanetary system, but for some reason they won't perform space jumps. Instead, they're advancing toward the center of the solar system at a gradual pace. A long-distance scan has revealed that as the enemy traveled past Venus, a splinter fleet touched down on the moon. We just received an SOS transmission from a manned solar probe. It came under enemy fire near Venus during its return flight to Earth. Head to its position and effect an immediate rescue. Since Venus is also our destination, please hold position at the mission area once you've completed this objective. Best of luck.
Analyzing all possibilities, We have determined but one course of action that can rescue Ensign Bright. Moreover, it will entail serious risk.
The neat thing about the Feather One support craft is that it comes outfitted with an amplifier, which allows the ship to deploy its assault field even when docked. You see, with this amplifier, you can expand the field's coverage so it protects both the ship and the support craft.
And when the field is in this expanded state, it creates a slight trail. Naturally, any matter within this trail is protected alongside it.
Hawk 2 has no real way of staying in this one spot right now. See where this is going?
Now then, I'll explain the plan. First, we'll approach Hawk 2 from the rear. We'll then release Maria and have her redock there.
From there, I'll use Hawk 2's field generator to cast its assault field. Okay, Robbie? You and Eddie do whatever you can to stay inside that trail.
I shall dedicate most of my processing power to synchronizing our drop speed. We ask that you steer the ship to keep it solely within this margin. Good luck, everyone. Analyzing all possibilities, we have determined but one course of action that can rescue Ensign Bright. Moreover, it will entail serious risk.
The neat thing about the Feather One support craft is that it comes outfitted with an amplifier, which allows the ship to deploy its assault field even when docked. You see, with this amplifier, you can expand the field's coverage so it protects both the ship and the support craft.
And when the field is in this expanded state, it creates a slight trail. Naturally, any matter within this trail is protected alongside it.
Hawk 2 has no real way of staying in this one spot right now. See where this is going?
Now then, I'll explain the plan. First, we'll approach Hawk 2 from the rear. We'll then release Maria and have her redock there.
From there, I'll use Hawk 2's field generator to cast its assault field. Okay, Robbie? You and Eddie do whatever you can to stay inside that trail.
I shall dedicate most of my processing power to synchronizing our drop speed. We ask that you steer the ship to keep it solely within this margin. Good luck, everyone. I have downloaded new information on the unidentified objects from Garuda. I shall summarize this intel along with the data we obtained through Kite 1's long-distance scan. 2 objects were launched from the moon's surface. They are now anchored in the ocean, approximately 30 kilometers from the mass driver. These are likely enemy assault divers. We believe it's only a matter of time before they commence an attack on the colony and mass driver.
We've got to make do on our own. This could turn ugly quick.
The solar probe has aided us in conducting a detailed scan of Venus's moon, revealing an enemy base. This one is larger than its frontline base and appears to have some sort of enormous structure at its center. We believe it is a staging site for an attack against Earth. We must neutralize this base, for Earth's sake, as well as to protect the Venus colony. Therefore, we will launch an assault with every fighter aboard this carrier. The enemy base is built in a radial structure on the moon's surface, with several battleships positioned around it. As with the frontline base, it appears to be converting the moon's mineral components into energy, which it is amassing in a central tower. If we approach from above, we risk coming under concentrated fire from those battleships. Therefore, please make your descent at a distance, stay low to the ground, infiltrate, and attack. Best of luck. Having taken the enemy's staging outpost, we, the Joint Space Command, have left Venus in our wake and just arrived at the verdant first planet in our solar system, Mercury. We are now restocking on supplies and fuel from a container ship in preparation for the decisive battle that awaits once we've regrouped with the UNSF, whose arrival is also imminent. It's the perfect time for something to go wrong. It's an enemy ambush. Garuda is currently docked to a container ship. The ship is still carrying a large volume of fuel, putting us at extreme risk. However, we cannot abandon it while it is unarmed. Hawk and Eagle squadrons, deploy all units at once. Intercept the enemy at all costs. The enemy has arrived in the vicinity of the sun, but remains at a standstill, at least for now. Central Command has chosen to seize the opportunity and launch a coordinated attack with the entirety of our military force. Enemy forces are grouped in a hollow, spherical formation. We will send squadrons consisting of a few ships each to simultaneously attack their low density points. All fighters take point and destroy the enemy ships so our allied fleet can proceed ahead. Any interfering enemy ships will be marked as targets on your HUD. Best of luck. We were only able to scan the exterior of the enemy carrier. We take it they have special jamming measures in place. That is all the intel I'm able to provide. Forgive me, but you'll have to make do. Best of luck.
Records show that this was not an attack by the enemy fleet. There was a sudden, dramatic increase in thermal intensity within a specific concentrated area.
See how the heat is distributed in a conal shape? If you extend the central axis, it leads to... Huh? The sun!
The wavelength of the light emitted at the time of the reading matches that of our solar system's sunlight.
It's some sort of optical weapon. This is the data we acquired on the enemy's optical weapon via long-range scan. The weapon has been placed within close range of the sun, consisting of a main body as well as 8 surrounding slave units. This device works by generating a gravitational lens that concentrates sunlight on targets. If we don't stop this weapon immediately, our forces will, without question, suffer severe casualties. Hawk Featherwing, please dock with your support craft and head out immediately to suppress the threat. Eagle Featherwing and Falcon Featherwing will join you once they've restocked. Best of luck. Using the data provided by Kite 3, we've scanned the enemy's rally point and confirmed an enormous mass at its center. This is probably the interdimensional vessel. It is protected by a powerful cloaking shield, making it both impervious to attack and impossible to see. Analysis has shown that the only armament capable of breaking through this shield is the assault field equipped on Feather 1s. Captain MacPherson, Ensign Bright, Ensign Birdie, Central Command has issued an order for you to move in. Once you've penetrated the cloaking shield, we'll be unable to offer you any backup whatsoever. The internal structure of the interdimensional vessel remains a complete mystery. This is a very dangerous mission. Please act with the utmost priority for human life. On a personal level, I don't wish to send you on this mission. I know as your commanding officer, I have no right to say that. Well, best of luck. Analysis has shown that the only armament capable of breaking through this shield is the assault field equipped on Feather 1s. Captain MacPherson, Ensign Bright, Ensign Birdie, Central Command has issued an order for you to move in. Once you've penetrated the cloaking shield, we'll be unable to offer you any backup whatsoever. The internal structure of the interdimensional vessel remains a complete mystery. This is a very dangerous mission. Please act with the utmost priority for human life. On a personal level, I don't wish to send you on this mission. I know as your commanding officer, I have no right to say that. Well, best of luck.
Okay, first let's talk about what these guys actually are. I guess you could say they're not so much extraterrestrial as extra-dimensional. They're a single organism made up of numerous battleships and fighter craft. The remarkable thing is that they share a collective consciousness. You might even call this a hive mind. It's not centralized in any one place. Rather, it's spread uniformly across the entire fleet.
Most importantly, we now know their goal: evolution. For whatever reason, the enemy has no clear concept of adaptation. In other words, they cannot evolve on their own. They can accurately imitate, but are unable to critically apply or develop those mimic principles. Instead, they enhance their own civilization by absorbing and assimilating others.
This is why they come back stronger with each subsequent contact. The initial contact is only so they can absorb the target civilization, at which point they retreat. They consolidate this with the other civilizations they have absorbed to date, and then they destroy the target upon the next contact. For all they lack in adaptability, they learn like sponges. Anywho, I bet you're wondering why we haven't been wiped out by these guys yet. It would seem that it's quite rare for a single planet to have multiple opposing civilizations. They're dumbfounded by this.
Which stands to reason. The pattern that's held true for them so far suddenly doesn't apply. Since they're incapable of adaptation, there's no greater threat to them than an invalid protocol. It seems our own infighting has stalled their evolution considerably.
You're probably also wondering how they got here. Well, it would seem they have themselves an interdimensional vessel. Only the technology is so old, even they don't remember how they got it. It doesn't seem to be stolen tech from some other civilization. At least as far as our enemy is aware, it's existed since the very beginning.
We've also determined why they appear at 2-year intervals, and why they don't engage in long-term warfare. In the enemy's native dimension, there are dimensional waves that have their own tidal frequency. At high tide, they can use their interdimensional vessel to travel between dimensions. As it happens, the frequency of this tidal cycle is, in our terms, precisely 2 years, with high tide persisting for approximately 60 days. The enemy can only occupy an alien dimension during this period, and must retreat within the 60 days.
Now consider this! Only 32 days have passed since the start of our current contact with the enemy. Know what that means?
Correct. The enemy has sparked their retreat in the truest sense. They've lost more than a third of their entire fleet, and now their cognitive function is starting to fail.
Oh man, you stole my punchline! Wait, hang on a sec.